Good day, everyone. This is something to rant about with Cresentia. Do you think Nigeria can be better again, or what do you think is the problem of Nigeria? On my own part, I think the problem of Nigeria has to do with tribalism. Lots of people say the problem might be the politics, the government, and all of that. Moving on, tribalism has to do with a particular tribe in support of their own tribe, and so therefore they're against other tribes and however they operate. Why I said this is the cause of Nigeria problem is because I came to realize that I decided to look into the deeper picture of this whole Nigeria and underdevelopment issue and all of that, but the economic underdevelopment and all of that. And I came to realize that even if tomorrow, everybody has been saying we need a youth for leader, we need a this for leader, we need a woman, let's try new things. But I don't think that is where the problem is from. The problem of Nigeria starts with we, the Nigerians. People always say, everyone, like almost everyone I know always say that the problem is from the government. But who are the governments? We are the governments, right? Moving on to why I said tribalism is the problem of Nigeria. I remember during the Buhari's second tenure and during the whole election stuff, when he was contesting again, everyone was already tired of him. No one wanted him to be on seats and all of that. People were complaining, but I came to realize one thing. I don't know if this is people that were being paid by the government, or if this was actually genuine. Like, I came to realize that those in the northern part of Nigeria were totally in support of Buhari. They felt he was their own person, and since he is an Hausa or whatever, Fulani, whatever he is, he's still one of them. Since he's one of them, he's going to represent them even more. I'm coming because I have lots of points to give as to why I said tribalism is actually the problem with Nigeria. So that was why most of the Northerners, they chose Buhari over other candidates for the election. And I noticed something, minus the fact that the Northerners has more population than other tribes and all of that. I noticed that during the time, of Ebele Goodluck Jonathan, he made a mistake, and this was because he was trying to solve the tribalism problem in Nigeria, unknowing to him that the tribalism problem cannot just be solved like that. That is why the Igbos keep fighting for Biafra. They want to leave. And this Biafra stuff, I don't think it can ever happen. Like, Biafra cannot happen. Biafra cannot happen because somehow, Nigeria is still under colonialism. Indirectly, not even somehow, we are still under colonialism indirectly. So we still get things from London, we still get things from the UK, we still get things from the US, we still do almost everything. We are solely reliant on Western world, Western culture. So we are still depending on them for almost everything we need. So therefore, they still have an upper hand in Nigeria. They still have a final say in Nigeria. So they must have thought about this. If Nigeria divides and the Biafra forms out of Nigeria, it's going to cause a big problem, because Nigeria is like their market where they get money. Because there's enough money in Nigeria, but the problem why we're not noticing it is because of those Western worlds are actually using us. Those Western countries are actually using us for their own benefit. So they will never ever sit and watch Nigeria economy grow higher than theirs, knowing so well that we are still depending on them. Moving on, So the Westerners, the UK, because I like using the UK because they are a major colonialist. So the British, but I think they're now the UK, so the Queen and all her people, they actually, still have the upper hand and the upper say in Nigeria. And knowing that if Nigeria stops becoming Nigeria, if Biafra now comes out from Nigeria, like the Igbo people now come out from Nigeria, it's going to be a big fall on the economy, on the wealth and GDP and everything. There's going to be serious deflation in Nigeria. It's going to affect them too, not even about Nigerians, because we're already suffering here, so we are kind of used to it. But you see them there, it's going to really affect them, knowing so well that I'm not trying to be biased anyway, knowing so well that the Igbos are actually the one who would I say has the upper hand in terms of wealth, in terms of bringing money, in terms of business and all of that. So by the time the Igbo comes out from Nigeria and form their own country, Biafra, is really going to affect those Western countries. Even the US is going to affect all of them. So that is why they are never in support of this. And the mistake we made in 1967, was going back, knowing so well. Well, we didn't have an idea. They didn't have an idea because I was not born then. They didn't have an idea. They went back to this UK, to these British people, to ask for supplies. Biafra went to ask for supplies, for ammunitions from them. Like, if only we had known that they were actually linking, they were working hand in hand with Nigeria. They didn't want the Igbo people to actually separate. Like, you have an injury and you're just adding salt on top of the injury. So it doesn't even make sense. And this was what we didn't understand. This was what we didn't understand then, but I'm sure we understand it now. So that's what I'm saying. Nigeria can never be divided. It can never be divided as long as we are still depending on the UK for whatever we want and Western countries for whatever we want. So what I was saying about tribalism, back to what I was saying about tribalism. Tribalism will always be there because I remember Goodluck Jonathan's time. He was trying to erase the whole tribalism stuff to show that everybody were all one, that even though he's from Bayelsa, because even though he was from Bayelsa, the Igbos were still discriminating. Some of them were like, but his name Ebele. Ebele is an Igbo name, and they loved it and they liked it. But even with that, the Northerners and those in the Western region were not happy with this at all. They were against him, mostly the Northerners. They call him dumb, they call him slow, they called him all sorts of names, and he just kept enduring. Then the mistake he made that made him to crumble, like he lost support of everybody in Nigeria, including those from Bayelsa and those from the Eastern region, was the fact that he left other states just to prove that he doesn't believe in tribalism, or he's trying to bring everybody as one. He left other states, even his own state, Bayelsa. He left it and he went all the way to the northern states and was building schools, infrastructures, helping them with their agric and all the facilities they were going to use for the agricultural whatever. He left us. He left the whole Nigeria, in fact. He left all of us to suffer and die because he felt that he had more opposition from the northern states, and he was actually going there to show them that he loves them, he's with them. There's nothing like tribalism, even though he's an Igbo Bayelsa man. He's still in support of them and all of that. And he thought that he was doing something right? Meanwhile, he was losing the favor of us, of we, both the Westerners, the Easterners, the Southeast, the whatever. He was losing the interest of all of us, and we were just watching. Then came the time for election, and he was sitting down waiting for the Northerners to come and support him. And these Northerners that he had sacrificed all and all at the detriment of his own people, they all backstabbed him despite everything he did for them. They all left him and they voted Buhari. And we too, we were already against him at that time, so we abandoned him too. And we thought Buhari, he had ruled before, and though he ruled foul, he ruled in a very rubbish way. But we still thought that, okay, maybe he might do something. And besides, we don't see any opposition. We had already given up on Goodluck because Goodluck made a great mistake that made him crumble. So we went and everybody was voting for Buhari. I remember the days of the election, inside buses, inside taxis, everybody was discussing, we can't vote Goodluck. Goodluck is too dull. Goodluck left us, he abandoned us, he's not even helping his people. He's this one, he's that one. And everybody was saying, we'll vote for Buhari, he has ruled before, though as a military man, but he's going to rule well now. Military is what fits Nigeria. Military is what I was just looking at them. I didn't say anything. I remember my uncle was always saying it. He always wanted everybody to support him. He kept saying, Buhari, this one. But the one person that didn't support him was my auntie. She was like, no, that she's seen something wrong in him. Like, Once a military, always a military. Like there's nothing. And Buhari actually proved himself very well. Not that he has not been proving it, but he proved himself like blank in a white sheet of paper. He showed us who he really was, or who he really is, in the Lekki Tollgate massacre. That was when I understood that yes, this is him. He has let and he has let the cat out of the bag. And what happened at the Lekki Tollgate is not even a serious revolution. Now come and imagine if a revolution starts. We are all dead. He's just going to import, because I heard from the Lekki Tollgate massacre, he imported guns and bullets from Syria. He's going to import from Russia directly when the revolution starts, and he will just bomb all of us and we'll just die like that. And so he will know that he's the only one left in this country to do whatever he wants to do. And another thing I noticed about that Lekki massacre, I'm sure I'm not the only one who noticed this. We were still going to ask those Western countries that are gaining from us, isn't that madness? We're still going to ask them. And finally, when the CNN or whatever they are, when they finally, is it BBC for UK or something, when they finally responded was when the whole matter had dissolved, pretending not to know what they're doing. They're all in this together. They can't sideline, they can't support the government, and they can't support us. Because if they support the government, we're going to know whose side they're on. And if they support us, the government is going to withdraw everything that they're getting from Nigeria. So you see how it's going in this country. So after the election time, we voted Buhari, and Buhari became the president. Even the Northerners were happy. The Northerners that Goodluck Jonathan was trying to please, they were happy that we had already voted their people, their person. That's the stupid thing. We're not looking at the brighter picture that, Goodluck is actually a good man. He's actually doing this to show us that we don't want tribalism. We don't want this again in our country. They were not looking at that. They were looking at, we need to put our own man. We need to just put our own person. We need someone that will represent us. And this is how Nigeria is going to keep going and going and going and going. We are going to keep putting our own person, keep thinking that is the solution. But that is not the solution. But we can never change. I really don't know when Nigeria is going to be better anyway. But only God in heaven. Maybe my 100th generation that's going to witness this anyway. So it's actually not the government, yeah? It's actually tribalism. Because even if Buhari gets out of seat tomorrow, another election, right? People will not be looking at, let me put someone who can actually serve. Let me put someone who can. They're looking for, let me put somebody who can actually represent my state, who can actually represent me. Say, do you know that, someone from, if I use Imo State now, it seems like I'm always using Imo State. Let's just say someone from Abia State, someone from Umuahia is coming out for election. All the Umuahia people will come aside and vote for that person. Even though the person is a bad person, they don't care. They will come aside and vote. And that is this tribalism stuff I'm talking about. Speaking about government and the underdevelopment in Nigeria, it's even far. Let's start from our locality. Let's start from home. Let's say charity begins at home, right? When it comes to marriage, an Igbo man does not want his daughter to marry a Yoruba man. A Yoruba man does not want his daughter to marry an Hausa man. Or they start discriminating in terms of food. This food, Hausa people food is always, they can't cook soup. Yoruba food is always peppery and oily. Igbo food is always this, is always that. There's always something to talk about. There's always something that they're always comparing with others. If an Hausa man talks, Hausa people. If Yoruba talk, Hausa Yoruba person. If Igbo talk, Igbo man, Igbo like money. Yoruba, they are dirty. Hausa, they are dirty too. The tribalism is actually within us. And this tribalism stuff is affecting us from all angles. Knowing so well that we're already stuck in this, we cannot separate, because even if we separate, the tribalism stuff will still be okay. Because even within the Igbos, we are hearing Igbo, Ebonyi people behave like this, Abakaliki, Anambra behave like this, Imo State, Imo State people, they behave like this. Abia behave like this, even within we, the Igbos. So the mistake that happened in Nigeria is actually from the 1914 amalgamation. The rubbish, I don't know, the rubbish man called Lord Lugard or whatever, and his wife, his rubbish wife, they made the mistake. They are aware of what they did. That you cannot join people of different languages, different cultures. We had our different traditions. Like the Hausas had their own way, had their own king and whatever. I think the Hausas were I'm not being biased, I'm being specific. Like if you go back to history, you're going to see this. The Hausas were illiterate, like they were the easiest to convince. The Yorubas were the educated ones. The Igbos were the business inclined ones. The Igbos didn't even have one ruler of the whole Igbo land. We just have maybe chiefs and all of that. We all had our things and we were doing fine. Then these people just came from nowhere and they decided to join everybody together, knowing so well it was going to bring forth bad fruits. And now they did this, the same reason why they still don't want us to separate, yeah? They did this with the purpose of, let's just stay there. After all, what we need them for is market. And if we join them together, we don't have to go from here to go from here, go from here. We know it's one country we're coming to. They did it for their own selfish gain. And we now in return, we are now the ones suffering the whole thing. Till now, it's still going on. Till now, we are still under colonialism. Like everybody even knows. We ourselves, we know. We came to realize we were under colonialism ever since the oil boom period. Ever since we transferred from agriculture to oil, we realized that, you know what, we are still under colonialism. All this thing is just trash. In 1970, I guess. All this thing is just trash. Like, what are we wasting our time with, Steph? Because everything, whatever we make, whatever we have, we actually take it abroad, yeah, to refine and then bring it back. Or to refine and then they sell it to us. See, I see people living in Nigeria, running away from Nigeria. I won't blame them because they don't even know where to start. They've thought about all these things and they are just confused. Like they don't know where to start. They just want to gain their sanity because the more they stay here, the more they get angry and angry and angry. Now you say, but why are you living in Nigeria now? Those from abroad, they are seeing money here and they are coming here. Do you know that even we ourselves, the tribalism just stops within us? When it comes to those people, by the time we just see any single white man that just comes to Nigeria, for us, that man is heaven and earth. I really don't know why. If I go for an interview and maybe among the candidates are white people, I can tell you that if I'm the only black girl there, I'm never going to get that job because they feel, what does this girl know? Whites are still better than blacks. So they're going to choose the white person for their own reason. So the whites are actually coming to Nigeria and we Nigerians are actually living. And some people are saying, Nigerians are living. That's stupidity. That's madness. That's this one. But the whites are coming here because they are making it here more than we. Like they can easily convince us and we'll just, follow them and believe them. But we ourselves, to convince our own self, trust issues, we just hate each other. I really don't understand why we actually prefer other people from Western countries than here. You can actually go to, let me use ShopRite, might go for shopping or something. And by the time they hear your intonation, your accent has a very, very nice flavor to it. It's a twisted accent. Everybody wants to answer you, like everybody wants to talk to you, like, yes, ma, oh, what do you want? You just came back from the state, yeah? You just did this one, you just did that one. But by the time you call with your Nigeria accent, they will just be looking at you. This happens mostly, not even ShopRite. This happens in banks. It happens in banks in Nigeria. They actually respect those with the accent more than those without. You can go there and be speaking spur for them and they'll answer you fast. I don't know why though. We actually think other tribes to be superior, other countries to be superior than us. And that's the problem. That's the tribalism problem. We only have tribalism issues within ourselves. I was surprised that the NSAS movement was actually, was beautiful. I wish we can grow with that mentality. We can train our kids in that mentality because everybody came together during the NSAS protest. Like Igbo, Yoruba, it was so beautiful. That's the most beautiful thing I've seen all my life since the day they gave it to me in this Nigeria. That's the best thing I've ever seen. I promise you, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Like the Muslims on Friday, they were doing their prayer and the Christians were watching their back like, wow, that's like a round of applause, man. A round of applause. For the first time in Nigeria history, there was no such thing as tribalism. That's so beautiful. That was the first time I ever saw that. And I wish we can actually train our kids that way. In Nigeria, there's tribalism against men and women. Yeah? States and states. Religion and religion. Different things. Like everything has to do with you are discriminating against one thing. You're discriminating against one thing. So, okay, it's the Yoruba people that are Muslims. It's the Igbo people that are Christians. It's the Yoruba people that are this one. It's the Igbo people that are that one. It doesn't even make sense. And that's where our problem starts from. Tribalism. If we can actually forget about it and just be happy and choose someone who is actually deserving of the seat. And one thing about presidency and sitting on the hot seat is not really about you're going to chop money, you're going to get money, we are going to serve you. You are the servant. You, the president, are the servant. You are there to serve us. You are there to serve us. In fact, the ministers and all of them that are there on the House of Rep and at the House of Senate, they are supposed to be receiving peanuts for salary. Our salaries are supposed to be higher than the ministers, than all those House of Rep people. Naturally, that's how it is in every other country. They receive like peanuts and they are not complaining because they do it because that's a humanitarian service. But us, they get millions and billions. They know, but they are pretending. That's the annoying thing. Our president, all those people in high seats there, our leaders, they all know that they are leading us wrongly, but they are pretending not to know. After all, their kids are abroad. So why would they take their kids abroad if they don't know what they're doing? Most of them are based abroad. They know about all these things. They know about it, but they're just coming to pretend to us so that we're going to fall and think they don't know. Buhari is acting all crazy and stupid, pretending like he doesn't know what he's doing, but actually does know what he's doing. He's aware of himself. He knows every damn thing he's doing. And that is mad and annoying. And we are even falling for it. Hausa people, there's how they are. How is Hausa people, please? They are human beings. There's no how they are. That man sitting there, Buhari, that is Fulani or whatever he is, he knows what he's doing. Besides, I don't even know Fulani is part of Nigeria, B. I thought Fulani was their own country or their own tribe on their own. Next thing I heard is Fulani is in Sokoto, Abi, where I don't even know. So I wonder how someone from another country will come and rule. Well, I'll just check. I'll Google that and understand how Fulani is related to Nigeria. Or maybe Fulani is just a tribe in Nigeria. I'll Google that and I'll check up on it. I'll read more on Fulani and Nigeria, so I'll really understand. It's not as if I read it, I'm going to change anything. Nothing is still going to change because nothing can change because of tribalism. If it's the fact that we know where our problem is from, the problem are from the leaders, it's very easy to solve. If we can actually pinpoint, okay, yeah, this is it. But we can't because there are several factors. One of them, tribalism. Another of them, the leaders. Another of them, we are still under colonialism. So we can never separate. Tribalism stuff has led to, is it just only one seaport in Nigeria, and that's in Lagos? And Lagosians are always bragging, the Yoruba people from Lagos. Few, not all of them though. The few Yoruba people from Lagos, they are always bragging that yes, Lagos is everything. In fact, Igbo people will go back to their land. There's one thing, I really love Fashola, but there's one thing he did that was really annoying. He sent Igbo people, not even Igbo people, he didn't even ask, because he didn't ask, where are you from? All those people hawking and selling stuff on the roadside, he took all of them, captured them, and took them to Onitsha, where he dropped them. Like he sent all his police and whatever people to go and be collecting people selling things on the road and put them inside bus and take them to Onitsha, where he was dumping them. Meaning, what does that mean? Like, that's the highest tribalism. What does he mean by that? That's the most stupid thing someone can ever do. That's the most stupid thing. Why you check? Are we not okay? Are we not one Nigeria? The one Nigeria everybody have been shouting. Are we not one Nigeria? So why are you taking them to Onitsha? Is that Onitsha not still Nigeria? Because you've already segregated. You already say, okay, this Lagos is my own. It's for Yoruba people. Igbo, carry your own. We are not one Nigeria again. Lagos is this one, Lagos is that one. Man, fix your Lagos and leave the people in Lagos to be there and do whatever they want to do. Some of them, you just took them with, it's just that stuff he did was just, I laughed then, but it's not even funny. It's just stupid thing and wickedness. The height of wickedness. Imagine taking an Hausa man to Onitsha. What does he know? And he can't even speak English. Where will he start from? Just take him away from his family because you think anybody doing business has to be Igbo. You now take them back there. The problem is just discrimination. Each state are doing mind your business. Even if each state they're actually saying, okay, everybody do your states well. It would even be better. At least Nigeria will be getting better gradually. But it's not like that. Inside that state, there's still another tribalism. So Lagosians are always bragging that Lagos, they're always bragging that Lagos is this, Lagos is heaven and earth, that one, they have support, they have beautiful things, that Igbo people should come and carry their load and go. That's Igbo people that's going to lose if they leave Lagos. You see that tribalism stuff again. And they now blocked the seaports in Port Harcourt, in other places, so that the only link through which things from abroad can enter Nigeria is Apapa, is Lagos here, is in Lagos. So that the Igbo people will be stranded. They will not be able to go on their own and separate. You see that tribalism thing? Because you feel if they separate, they're going to do better than you. That's what those Western countries have used to deceive rubbish leaders here in Nigeria. That if people separate, they're going to do better. Meanwhile, they are only saying that because they know that it's going to affect their market. It's going to affect their market here in Nigeria because that's what they use Nigeria for. So my advice for everybody in Nigeria for now, just use Nigeria for market. Just use Nigeria and get what you want to get. If you have business plan, my dear, come, it will boom. Like, come here, come to Lagos. Like, your business will over boom. We don't used to do coronavirus lockdown here. Like, where everybody's free, do whatever you want to do. No rules and regulation, no tax, nothing. Like, nothing the shell, no shaking. Come to Nigeria, come to Lagos and do whatever business you want to do. But to now say you want to come and base in Lagos, you want to come and live in Nigeria, you want to carry Nigeria matter on top of your head, you will just die and life will move on. Those people that died in NSAS, have they not died? Did life not move on? Did life not go on? Life is going on smoothly. People that had bright future, no one even cares about them. The only good thing I see that came out from that NSAS protest was that they burnt down they're supposed to even break it, they're supposed to scatter it. That toll gates there in Lekki. And the funny thing is, I was thinking, they've burnt it, so no more toll fee, right? That the buses are going to be cheaper. Buses were not even cheap. Like, I remember going from Salem bus stop after Jakonde. I remember going from there to what do they call that place? Sandfield, whatever. That Oriental Hotel side in VI, if you're very familiar with the island. So I remember going there and they charged me, was it not 200 naira. Naturally, before that thing was 50 naira. And I kept complaining, but nothing was done. Other people were paying. So I was like, man, what do I do now? I'm already stuck here. And this man didn't even say before I entered. Another day again, I was going from that same Salem to CMS. I paid, was it not 350? No, the man charged 350. I refused to pay 350. I think I paid 250 or lesser. And it was like a serious problem. What annoyed me in that bus was, sorry, I'm digressing. What annoyed me in that bus was, I actually paid the 250, the 200 naira I had, with the hope that I know the price of this thing. Only for another man in the bus, thinking that maybe I don't have the money, now paid the money. I said, okay, take your money back. Don't pay for me. This is wrong. Why are we supporting wrong things in this country? Take your 150 back. This man has to collect this 200 naira because I've never heard that from wherever to CMS is 350. For what? The 200 naira one I paid for to Sandfield is actually annoying. How much more this? Like, with your full chest, you just want to fool me like that. So that's just it. They burnt down the toll gate and whatever, but the bus fee are even higher than before. Even during the time of the protest. No, I suffered during that protest time. I really suffered. Most times when work is over, is either I take a bus or I take Uber, because my house is not so far from my office. So from there, I'll just go home. And during this NSAS time, I came to take a bus. I didn't see bus. I said, okay, Uber. All the Uber, they all rejected. Like, I'll call them and they'll tell me, no, where are you? I'll tell them, okay, I'm at Lekki Phase 1, come now. They'll say, no, we're not reaching Lekki Phase 1. Why? I say, do you not see that there's a great surge there? And that was it. Like, I had to trek like this with my leg. I trekked all the way home during this protest. Then the few days that there were available Ubers and buses, the price was times 100. From office, Admiralty Way, we wanted to go to the toll gate to share out some stuff. I think it was 4,000. I think it was 4,000 naira. I can't remember because I don't keep stock of those kind of things. And still, the man could not stop us there, because on that day I went, there was a coffee or something. We just had to just do your thing. Let's get out of here. Just drop us. Let's get out of here. So Nigeria is a very long way from getting better. We need to start with us first. Stop complaining the leaders. Start with yourself. Stop the tribalism. Allow your daughters marry who they want to marry. Allow your sons eat whatever food he wants to eat. Don't tell him he's disgusting because he's eating peppery food, or he's eating outside food, or he's eating whatever. Allow people to try out new things without having the thoughts of tribalism in them. The amalgamation stuff was wrong, but we're already stuck here. So we have to just learn to live with it and love each other and take each other as one. Like the NSAS taught us that we can do things together and we can work better together. Everybody came together, irrespective of tribe, irrespective of difference, irrespective of male or female. Like every protest ground was swept, the food was provided, tents were provided, mosquito nets, toothbrush. Like people were even brushing their teeth on the road and they cleaned it. Like everything was provided. It was a very peaceful and beautiful protest. Still, it ended in a very sad way. Anyway, I think that's just what I want to rant about, because I'm tired of hearing that the problem of Nigeria is actually the government. The problem of Nigeria is actually we. We are actually the number one problem before you can now talk of the government or colonialism. The fact that we're still under colonialism and the oil boom and everything. So we should just try our best. It's going to be hard because this is how we've always been. But we should just, I don't know how, just try. And stop being tribalistic. Allow people to do whatever they want to do. Stop forcing people to do whatever they don't want to do. Like we should not try and say we are training our children in that evil way. Allow your children to be free. If you're an Igbo teacher and you have a Yoruba student, don't take preference and give the Igbo child more higher score than the Yoruba one. Doesn't even make sense. What does that mean? Like gone are those days. Like we're growing, right? We're learning new things, new day. So we need to just grow in our mentality and our attitude towards this whole racial stuff and tribalism stuff. So guys, I think that's just what the point I want to state for now. And that will be a bye-bye for me for now. I'll come your way some other time. And thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you're all always listening to my podcast and you're always leaving positive feedbacks and positive comments. Thank you so much. You can also check out my podcast on YouTube, Something to Rant About with Cresentia. It's now on YouTube. And I'm so glad to have you guys always having my back, always listening, and always dropping your review. Thank you so much. And for now, it's a bye-bye. I'll come your way some other time. Bye guys, and I love you so much. Bye. Mwah.